Welcome to today's sessions. Myself Mani, Associate Professor, CHENNAI Department, S.A.E.C Engineering College, Chennai. Today I am going to solve some of the previous year's CATE questions asked in Programming in C. We will move to the session now. Okay. The first question about the keyword static. So static is a keyword that belongs to the storage class specifiers. We have some storage class specifier keywords like static, extend, global, auto, and this question belongs to the keyword static. So static keyword has a special property. Before solving these questions, we must know something about the special property. Okay, static variable retain its value during its executions or between the program function calling. So keep this point in your mind, then we start solving this program. Okay, the program execution start from the main method. In main we have two variables, x and y, and then we have a function cp. This is a function calling statement. So x equal to function cp, it called the function cp, control transfer from main function to the sub function. In sub function we declare a variable x as a static variable. So keep this special property, static variable retain its value between multiple function calling. Okay, we initialize x equal 1. The next statement increment the value of x by 1. So x equal to x plus 1 become 2. That value will be assigned here 2, and this subfunction function cp return the value 2, and that is received by the variable x. So the value of x at this line is 2. And the next statement call the function again. So function cp, control transfer to once again to the function cp, and here we declare a variable as static x equal to 1. Since static variable retain its value, instead of 1 it retain the previous value 2 here, and now we increment the value x equal to x plus 1, x become 3. That 3 will be passed to main function. So the value of function is equal to 3 here. So 3 plus 2, it's become 5. So the value of y at this line is 5. The next statement print the value of sum of x plus y, and we know the value of x equal to 2 and y equal to 5. 2 plus 5 become 7. 7 is the output. Clear? Fine. We will move to the next question. What's the results if the x is not static? If x is not static, then every time we move to the functions, the value of x is assigned by the value 1. So the output become 6 in the case of x is not a static variable. Fine. The next question. Okay. The next question is about pointer. So before solving this program, we must have a small introduction about what is pointer. So pointer is a memory location. So we can define pointer is a variable which hold address of another variable. Okay, so this is ampersand symbol. Okay, so this the ampersand symbol represent address of operator. The star represent value at operators. Okay, so we use two operators. One is ampersand that represent address of operator, or another one is star that represent value at the address. So keep these point in your mind. Now you solve the problem. So what we have a variable called x and an array called z with the value 10, 1, and we have a pointer p, and how it is declared? It is declared as a integer data type. So what it means? So p is a pointer that may point to a integer. So it's an integer pointer. We will start solving the problem. So what we have? We have a variable x. We have a variable x. Have assumptions. It may be stored in some addresses. Say for example 100x with the value 1, and we have an array z with two values. Have assumption, it is stored at the addresses 200, and in case 200x, since it is a integer array, the next value will be stored in 202x. Have assumptions, and we have a pointer p. We have a pointer p that is stored in the addresses 300x. That is stored in the address 300x. Okay. The next line, initially p doesn't point anything. This is the initial stage of this variable status. Then what we have? We have a statement p equal to ampersand x. In the sense p is pointing to the address of x. So this is a pointer that is pointing to the address of x. Fine. The next statement we have star p equal to 10. Star p equal to 10. What's the value meaning of star? Star represents value at the address. So star p represents value at the address pointed by the p. So this is what it means, value at the address 100x. So this is the address 100x and this is the value. So we are changing the value at the address x, value at the address of p to 10. So now it becomes 10. Come to the next statement. In the next statement we have a statement p equal address of z of 1. The sense set of 1, address of set of 1 that point into the address 202x. And the next statement, the address of z of 0 plus 1. The plus 1 represent the next address in the array. So z of 0, the address of z of 0 is 200x. The next address is 202x. Okay, star, it represents value at the address. So the value at the address z of 1, the value at the address z of 1 is equal to, already it's 11, now 11 equal to 11 plus 3, it becomes 14. The next line, we are printing the value of x of z of 0, z of 1. The value at x is 10. So the result for value x is 10. Then z of 0 is 10. Again it print. Then z of 1 is already we calculate the value 14. So now it is 14. This will be the output. This will be the output. We move to the next questions. The next question is about functions. So we have a small introduction about functions, what are the various components of functions, then we solve the particular problem. So functions are nothing but group of statements under a common name. And why we go for functions? The advantage is modularity. So write once, execute as many times as we want. That's the advantage of having functions. So function has three components. The first component is a function declaration. So function has three components. The first, that is function declaration. The second one is function definitions. The third one is function calling. So the function declarations, it informs the compiler that we are going to create a function with a function name with a specified number and type of argument. Okay, the function declaration statement ends with semicolon. And then the next part of the function is function definitions. The syntax of function definition and function declaration is same. In function declaration, it ends with a semicolon. Instead of having semicolon, function definitions proceed by the function body. That's the difference. So the function body will get executed only when we call the function calling. So these are all the three different parts of the functions. Now we move to the questions. Okay, we have a main function and we have a sub-function. The sub-function having two arguments. The function name is jumble. It returns an integer value and it has two arguments of type integer, integer. Then it performs some calculation. X equal to 2x plus y and return the value of x. Our program execution starts from the main functions. We all know about it. So execution starts from the main, and we have two variables. One is x with a value 2 and another integer variable y with a value 5. And this is the function calling statement. We call the function y equal to jumble of y comma x. Y is equal to 5. X is equal to 2. So we call the function control transfer from main function to function definitions with the value 5 transferred to x, 2 transferred to y. And the next line we have a expressions x equal to 2x plus y. So what's the value of x is 5. So 2 into 5, 10 plus 2, it becomes 10 plus 2, 12. The value 12 will be returned. That is stored in the variable y. So y is equal to 12 here. Again we have a very same statement, function definition, jumble of y comma x. What's the value of y? Y is 12. So y is 12 and x is, there is no changes in x, x is 2 only. So now we transfer the value of y and x to the sub-function jumble. So the value 12 will be transferred to x, the 2 will be transferred to y. This is the value. And we perform the operation 2x. So 2 into 12. 2 into 12, it becomes 24 plus 2, 26. The 26 will be the value of x, that will be transferred to the main function hold by the value x, and we are printing the value of x equal to 26. That will be the results. X equal to 26. That will be the results. Yes. Yes, the answer is 26. Okay, the next question is about array. We know that array is a collection of similar data item under a common name. Okay, and the various type of arrays are one-dimensional array and multi-dimensional array, and the most frequently used multi-dimensional array is a two-dimensional array, but this program is about three-dimensional array. So we must know something about three-dimensional array, and we can represent three-dimensional array in terms of two-dimensional arrays. Okay, the first one represents the depth. The first one represents depth d. The d represents number of 2D array. D represents number of two-dimensional array, and this represents row. Number of rows in every two-dimensional array. R represent rows in every 2D array. Where the next one represent column. So C represent column in every 2D array. Every 2D array. So we can represent this two-dimensional array as two-dimensional array. So it represents, we have three two-dimensional array with a size 3,3. So we have three two-dimensional array of 3,3. So we have 3,3 array, totally 3 array. So we will represent the three-dimensional array. We have initialize a value, we have an array with the name A. So we have a three-dimensional array. We have three two-dimensional array, and size of each two-dimensional array is 3,3. So number of row in each column is 3, number of column in each array is 3, and totally we have 3 number of arrays. So we will represent three-dimensional array in terms of two-dimensional array. So what the three represent in this statement, we have totally 3 two-dimensional array, and may be referred as A of 0, A of 1, and A of 2. So A of 0 and A of 1, A of 2. So totally we have three-dimensional array. The first array A of 0, since it is a 3,3 array, it has 3 rows and 3 columns. So the total value 9 will be assigned by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the value of the array A of 0, and this is the value of the next array A of 1 with the value, the A of 1 is initialized with the value 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So this is the value of the second array A of 1. Then the next statement, the next thing, that will be assigned to the array A of 2 with the value 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So now we are representing three-dimensional array into in terms of two-dimensional array. So totally we have 3 numbers of two-dimensional array, and each two-dimensional array having 3 number of row and 3 number of column. So now the array A of 3 comma 3 comma 3 is represented into 3 two-dimensional array. 3 two-dimensional array. Now we move to the next one. So for representing every array we have a loop control variable I, j, k, and all the variables are initially assigned with the value 0. The next statement, look at the statement. Though we have 3 array and every array is referred by the loop control variable I, j, k, but we are having only 2 loops. One represent I represent the number of two-dimensional array. So it may be I represent first array, second array, third array. And we missed the value j. So j is always 0. The value is not changed. So j is always 0. As we missed the statement j equal for j equal to 0, j less than 3, j plus plus. Since we missed 0, so j represents 0. So this is a row. So we represent, always we are going to represent 0th row in every array. 0th row in every array. And k represent the column. K represent the column. And this represent the j represent 0. So this is the thing. What we are going to print? We are going to print a of I, j, k, and since j is not manipulated, the value of j is always 0. So what we are going to extract? Only the 0th row in all the 3 arrays. So we are going to extract only the 0th row. A of I 0 1 2. So 0 1 2, j is always 0, 0th row only, and k will be manipulated. So k. So that will be the result. So we are printing only the a of I, j, k. It print the value these values alone. So we will write out the statement. The resultant will be 0th row in the 0th array of 0 1 2 3, and 0th row in the a of 1 10 11 12, and 0th row in the a of 2 19 20 21. So this will be the results. Yes, this will be the results. We will discuss another set of questions in the upcoming sessions. Thank you.